D&Q Karting Series presents Finish Line Wash Pros Night from the Mildred Speedway here in Salisbury, North Carolina. Another great night for racing. Let's go down and talk to Kenny Flippin. Well, I'm down here with Kenny Flippin, and Kenny, you race out of this car. I've seen this go-kart be on top of the car before. You're doing what it takes to come race here in the D&Q Series. I mean, this is awesome. I just love seeing this and seeing the dedication to it.
Well, we call it off the roof race and kicking ass and whatever we got to do. We don't care.
So you've run a couple D&Q Series races before. Now we got the Shredded Hoosiers. Was that the one thing that made you come into D&Q where you don't have to do tire prep anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find something to get out of the tire prep game. I mean, I think it's fun at racing. It's more side-by-side, more than one groove racing. I mean, something everybody should try.
What's it like loading this car up before you get to the racetrack?
Oh, it's easy. It takes two people. Probably takes us 10 seconds. 2 straps and we're ready to roll.
Who do you have to thank for just getting here to the racetrack and having something to race?
I think Trent Newman, Chris Brown. I got a buddy named Mike Staley, Latrell. I think that's about it this week.
Kenny Flippin, dedicated to running the D&Q Karting Series. He's going to try to get it done here tonight. Thanks, man. Well, let's look at the D&Q Series Tech Garage. Looks like your garage at home with the cigarettes, beer, and pizza. And today we're going to talk about wheel offset, Barry and Bill. And what these guys are doing is they're getting some wider wheels, and they could also get some smaller wheels for the other side. And that in turn will change the tire bill. And we know a lot of these guys are using this as a way to get stagger out of these carts.
Yeah, especially in these classes where you got to run the little tires all the way around. You put a wider wheel on there, it'll stretch that tire out, get a little smaller, run that on the left rear maybe. A little bit shorter one, a narrower one, that'll build that tire up like an NHRA funny car. Get yourself some more stagger. Now tell us about stagger here, Barry Mack.
Guys, the difference in stagger is just a difference in the size of the tires. And as redneck as it is out there stretching tires with wheels, I sure am impressed with what these guys can do.
We're down here with the missing F in TC Speedworks team, Matt Faulkner. Matt, you guys have some really nice equipment. Probably too nice to come out here and race in the D&Q Karting Series, but you, Ray Thies, and Jay Zarpata, you guys have brought some beautiful machines here, and you guys are stepping up the program. Seems like everything's getting a lot better.
Yeah, we freshly wrapped them this year. They're not brand new carts, but they look pretty good right now, thank you. They look a little worse today than they did last time, but we'll keep making them worse with some more contact here, I imagine.
So the start of the D&Q Series this year was basically your start into the D&Q Series. What was that like coming out here and running the first race?
It was nerve-wracking. Like, I watched all the races on YouTube, and honestly, like, watching the greatest hits and everything, like, had me a little freaked out at first, but I ran last time and it was fun. It was really fun. So I'm excited to go again now, like, kind of knowing what to expect. It should be better.
Do you guys share notes on your setups, or is this kind of like a closed book operation?
We usually share notes on setups, but they just scaled and wouldn't let me, and they didn't show me their numbers. So I think there's already some rivalry going on.
That always happens in a team. It doesn't matter what team you're at. Matt Faulkner trying to find out what his teammates are running tonight. Well, guys, let's take a look at the first ever D&Q dirt race you ran. It was a back straight Massage 40. And Barry, I know you enjoyed this race.
God, this race has been over 400 years ago. I couldn't remember this race even if I was there.
Well, the race was held in 2014. RJ Auto took home the victory after just taking out Too Tall Medill, and he's down with it. Well, we're lucky that RJ Auto even gave us a minute of his time to come interview us down here. RJ, you got this piece from Virgil Biggs. We know it's probably an okay piece. It's probably a little hacked together, but it's going to work. You're the first ever D&Q Dirt Series winner. So much has changed since that time. What is it like racing karts from when we started D&Q on dirt to racing them with the package we have now?
Well, after my last experience, it was a totally different animal. Before, we had motor and we had tire, and it was pretty badass. And now we're just skating on ice, and I like the old way better, I guess, obviously, from my last performance. But I think we figured our shit out, and we fixed some of the hack jobs and worked on our motor program a little bit better. So
Yeah, it seems that this series is ultra competitive. All the DNQ stuff's gotten from where it started, from all of us drinking the night before and coming out here and making a couple laps, to where it is now. It's grown so much. But you talked about the competition. Is it that much harder now with having that many people out there?
well, yeah, you bring everybody so much closer together, right? And it's last time I was here, I was lost. I had no idea what to do. Before I knew exactly what to do. I've got millions of laps here long before even DNQ, but nowadays it's a lot tougher. It's a lot different animal. It's something different to get used to, right? But I guess this old dog's got to learn a new trick, right? But we'll figure it out some way, one way or the other.
RJ Auto going to try and make it happen here tonight. Thanks, RJ. All right, let's start the Auto Lube and Repair Series feature race. Chris Lawson is on the SRI pole with a 12.971. He will start on the front row along with the past champion in Austin Compton.
Yeah, guys, some of these people I see as I look through the field, I think I see them maybe 2 or 3 times a year in some kind of garage area, at some kind of racetrack, always profiling hard as shit with sunglasses on. So I really can't tell exactly who they are. But boy, oh boy, look at all them sunglasses. They look tough or what there, Bill?
Lion Ryan Ayers starting in the back here, along with Dylan Touch Me, Tease Me, and Zach Stroop, a couple of guys that are normally up towards the front. They're going to have to come from the back. I got my eyes on them, watching them beat and bang up through this field.
Eric Yost needs a new hat, man. That thing looking a little bit sweated out.
It's getting hard to make these features here in the Auto Lube and Repair Pro Cup Series. Here's the information for the series: 390, the Hoosier treaded tires, no prep, and gear roll. So
the graphics on that trophy was made in 1997 on Windows 98, folks.
Ben Murphy will have an in-cart camera. He's driving the Beef Tips machine tonight, so we're going to get a pretty good look towards the front of the field tonight. Pretty excited to watch Ben Murphy. He's getting better and better every week, and that's all you can ask for if you're Beef Tips.
Yeah, well, we can all be glad that Beef Tips isn't driving this thing, and Ben is, as we're about to go green. Chris Lawson is the only one at front row that's ever been on a front row, and he's going to lead the field to the green right now. Brandon Connard is in second. Chris Lawson fires off on the pole. He's going to get out to the early lead as we go 3 and 4 wide. Ben Murphy gets tagged. He's sideways. He's going to take that Beef Tips machine back to about 9th or 10th.
Always a hornet's nest back there towards the back of the field, Barry. And you would think we'd pay up to 15th here by the way these guys are racing.
Yeah, guys, I mean, you gotta look out for the cookout like they do on the backstretch here. You really got to bring it your all early on and gain that all-important track position.
Wow, Ben Murphy's getting shit canned left and right back here. Started in the front of the field, getting slapped around like Whitney Houston, finding his way to the middle of the field.
He can't find the back quick enough as Chris Lawson out to early lead has hung on, and we got a slow one on the inside. Hard to tell exactly who that was. Maybe BJ McLeod, but Brandon Connard in that bright orange machine. He's in a battle for 4th right now. Austin Compton is leading that train in the 2nd spot. He's losing some time to our leader as we go on board with Ben Murphy in the SRI cam.
And Barry, he's running the high line here. Seems to be working for him in a pretty wet racetrack here tonight.
Yeah, I saw him going to 3 and 4 on the high side. Had me wondering what he was thinking as he dives low here. That didn't seem to work out as good as it did when he was running on the high side. I'd be interested to see if he can continue to create speed by running up high.
Well, we're starting to see the Pro Cup versus Busch stuff going on here, Bill, and we're seeing John Kidwell, Brandon Connard, Austin Compton. All these guys are showing their hands here in the Pro Cup Series. Where do you think they're going to stack up when we combine these two series here? I know this is the big debate that we're going to have for the Busch versus Pro Cup here at the end of the year.
What I'm more worried about is when we get to the end of the year and the guys that are running the same go-karts in Busch and in Pro Cup, are they going to have to sit on laps, or what's going to happen?
They're going to have to figure that out. I have no clue. That's an internal battle these guys have to make by sharing carts. And something they're going to have to deal with, I guess.
Painful internal battle is what I'm envisioning.
Watch a Brandon Connor race with John Kidwell. Kidwell doing a great job in this class. Another one of those dangerous guys. He also shares a cart with Anthony. So, like you said, it's going to be interesting to see these guys who are sharing these carts when they get into the top 10, where they're going to end up as far as what cart they bring. Because you could race the same cart all year, and then you don't know what you're bringing to the final. As Chris Lawson is just straight up goose stepping there down the backstretch.
Chris
What a
Lawson
difference
with
for Chris
a straightaway lead.
Yeah, and the
I
track.
didn't mean to walk on you there.
Track's pretty wet tonight. You can see the grooves. And it actually looks like a pretty good racetrack here tonight. Pretty racing when they can run the middle.
Yeah, Millbridge is always racing, but especially tonight as we go back on board with Ben Murphy. He's in the second pack right now. These guys have lost the draft completely. They've lost the front pack, so they're going to have to line up and get their act together and start shoving if they're going to get back to that lead pack. Remember, we've got the 5 to go caution here as he goes to the inside of the 97 of, I don't know who the hell that is. Doesn't really matter. He's running, I don't know, probably 9th or 10th. Never going to hear from him again as Ben Murphy's trying to lead that second pack and get that thing going so they can try to catch the leaders.
Barry, one thing I
Let's
saw
just
there.
call him Daniel Ridenauer.
Barry, what I saw was interesting in that in-car camera. There's an orange mark on that steering wheel. Why do you think that's on there?
Guys, I think a lot of times these guys get behind the wheel of these things and they just want to be like the guys who do it professionally. Looks like we've got an error here. Daniel Ridenauer pulling in for running 9.
So you think it's not for pit stops, right?
Nah, guys, I think these guys just want to be like some of their favorite drivers they see on Sunday and do the same things they do.
Well, Ben Murphy's trying to be a driver on Sunday, but he's about to go a lap down to Chris Lawson as that is our 5 to go caution. Let's rack him back up, see what Lawson has, see if he can hold off Kidwell, Compton, and Connard. And Jay Zarapata there in a top 5 spot. Ben Murphy going to take some advantage of that choose cone restart as we go green. 5 laps to go, and Compton to the inside.
Looks like Compton's been saving his tires riding there in the back as he feeds a Nerf bar to Chris Lawson. Lawson with that momentum up top. He gets a good run off of 3 and 4. We're beating and banging in the back of the pack. Jay Zarapata takes the hard left into the infield.
Gonna spin it out there. Don't know. You never know here with these Predator engines here in this Pro Cup Series. As Austin Compton now to second, John Kidwell, Brandon Connor, Ben Murphy, Dylan Teasley having a good run, Craig Crossroad Smith in the back. And I think what we're seeing here, that divide in the middle is probably the divide between where the Busch and Pro Cup guys will be in the top 10 of each. There's only a few laps left.
Yeah, the top 5 have really broken away, but really it's all been Chris Lawson has led flag to flag so far. The battle is for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th as the doctor's coat comes out. Chris Lawson, only 2 more corners to go. Doesn't look like the top 5 is going to change much. Chris Lawson has been perfect this entire race. Front Row Motorsports takes the checkered flags and wins the Auto Lube and Repair Pro Cup Series.
Well, sub-driver is always a good thing, and Austin Compton got good points for Chris Quinn. That puts him 2 top 3 finishes here. It should help him out in the points.
Yeah, he couldn't make it. He had to work out of town, so he asked me to cover for him, and glad we could give him a good run. Hopefully he can keep up his momentum, and we'll go to the tech shed, and he might end up with the win.
Did you learn anything from this feature tonight that you're going to apply to the Busch feature?
Yeah, I don't see where I can be any better. This kart last year would have dominated a race, and we got drug and run second, so like I said, we'll see what happens in the tech shed. Maybe he's legal. If he is, props to him because he's got a fast go-kart. So we'll see what we can do in the second one. Hopefully we can win that one. And I want to thank Bowtie Limousine, CRM Collision, Smoky Mountain Boys Barbecue, EW Motorsports, Precision Tree, and Phantom Racing Chassis in the D&Q Series.
Austin Compton, a solid 2nd place finish here tonight. Anyway, John Kidwell, a good 3rd place finish. respectable? It seems like second, third, fourth, and fifth all had a nice little battle going on there.
Oh yeah, I mean we had a good little battle and just missed it on air. I went a little too high on air, tried something to kind of get ready for the USAC race, and just kind of bit me in the ass. But I mean, all in all, finished third. It's hard to beat Chase. He was fast tonight. So we'll regroup and come back a little bit better. We'll two spots short. So I can't thank my brother. He puts his heart and soul into this thing, and gets us out here, and we have a blast. It beats the maxi stuff where we're so stressed, and this is just a good time. So thank you guys for throwing the show, and like you guys do every year, and look forward to the next race.
John Kidwell, a solid third place here, finished tonight in the Pro Cup feature. Escape Pool Cleaning SRI Pole Award for tonight's event will go to Adam Welsh with a time of 12.807. Via the invert, he will start third tonight. That'll give the pole to DJ Vanderlei with Mike Rout on the outside.
Number 2 is Bad Kitty Adam Welsh and Mark Ellis.
And row number 3 is something off of Live PD and a regular guy.
Past champion Robert Showalter. Harvey Weinstein, your favorite guy there, Bill.
And Mika Hakkinen.
How about David Odell and Todd Earnhardt?
Cross-eyed Craig Smith and Father Time, followed up by Pat Cole.
Pat Wade Cole.
Pat Wade Cole. 410, AKRA, NKA. You pick the engine. There you go. Clones with treaded tires.
Didn't Wade Cole die?
Yes, he did. His car fell out. I believe. It's a horrible story.
Oh, man.
Mike Rout.
R.I.P. Pat.
Mike Rout has an in-cart camera. For tonight's event, as we're going green, we'll see if DJ Vanderlei can hang on to this pole, as they're already 4 wide towards the back of this field. And there goes the Bad Kitty sliding around a little bit.
Yeah, didn't get a great start. Got tagged by, what's that guy's name? I always forget. Chris something or other.
Chris
Super
Bailey.
Nice guy.
Chris Bailey. Great guy.
Yeah. Really nice guy. Very forgettable.
Yeah. Zach Campolonia up there in the top 3 as they're on board with Mike Rout. Let's look at this. Watch him just wrestle this thing, man. He's heaving it in. Speaking of wrestling,
God!
Zach Campolonia comes in there and has a little domestic violence. That might be on Live PD. And DJ Vanderlei goes ahead and takes care of him. That's what you call street justice right there.
Mike Rout with the Dale Jr. gloves on, looking up to an idol, working that wheel.
It's they're driving the shit out of him here tonight.
Bad Kitty getting a little violent too as he gets turned around by Napier, I think. CJ Winslow gives him a shot.
Mike Rout leads. Chris Bailey second. Showalter, your top 3 as Welsh is around again. Oh my goodness.
I mean, if you get your teeth kicked in, if you get your teeth kicked in the same time you're getting ready to shit can somebody, can you even be mad about it?
Let's see what happened here in the instant replay.
Yeah.
Too many
driving
Coors
got
Lights.
away from him.
Too many Coors Lights before the race.
It looks like the driving got away from him in 3 and 4 there.
Back underway. Mike Rout in the lead. Showalter second. Bailey third. Todd Chaff in that Stephen Broy machine doing a lot better. We've had a lot less Stephen Broy mandatory cup cautions now that Chaffee is in that thing. He's running top 5 as DJ Vanderlei is going to fight him for that, along with David Odell. And the Cup Series, some nights they're good, some nights they're really bad with cautions, but seems fairly tame so far.
Yeah, Todd Chaffee in the Tire Guy Union on Sunday. So you're going to have to be careful about how much shit we talk about him, or we might get some angry tweets coming from the Tire Guy Union. Right now, running top 5, though, so it looks like we're going to be in the clear.
Not sure which is worse, the Spotter Union or the Tire Guy Union. Not really sure. I think I know the answer, but I'm not 100% on that.
Either way, we'll either get yelled at on a podcast or we'll get some angry tweets, maybe both.
Oh, man. Don't ever want to piss off either of those unions.
No, you don't want to have the crosshairs on you in Twitter, for sure. Speaking of crosshairs,
Chris
Bailey's got him on Robert Showalter right now. It looks like he's got a pretty good piece there, Bill.
Yeah, Chris Bailey, very clean driver. Really not sure why he's running here in DNQ. Bobby Showtime, who's either really hot or really cold. He's either going to lead every single lap or he's going to be dead seventh. And tonight, I don't know. He's kind of somewhere in the middle there. I'm sure he'll make his way back to his typical 6th or 7th and blame air pressure, tires, something like that. There we go. He's throwing the anchor out. Napier goes to the inside of Bobby Showtime. Showtime tries to cross.
Oh, my goodness.
DJ Vanderlei goes for a spin there off of the nose of Robert Earnhardt.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like these go-karts still have like that 6-to-1 box in them, and it just gets twitchy. And oh, it looks like that's what happened there. Got a little arrow tight into 3 and just barely caught him.
Don't really know what happened there. It's a racing deal, right? That's what they always say on TV. It could be the most obvious dump in the world. I don't know what happened there.
Just racing real hard and made contact. I gotta say this, can Millbridge fit one more billboard at the racetrack?
I bet they could. Adam Wells,
they're up to like 150.
Adam Wells just not having a night. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's got going on. The wires are touching tonight for him. It's a bad night.
They are touching. He is dropping harder than my crypto portfolio.
Mike Rout leads right now. Showalter can get to the bumper, just can't get by him. Here comes Campolonia. He's back up to the top 3. He's got a good piece tonight as well. But Bill, we've talked about this in the past. Barry, you might be able to help us. Some nights when the track's wet, other guys haul ass, and then other nights when it's dry, they're terrible. So, like, do you feel like they're just running the same setup every week, and maybe they'll be fast, or maybe they won't?
100%. None of these guys know what they're doing. This is the this is the definition of amateur racing. So, yeah, a lot of these guys will open up the Phantom book and it'll tell them to run whatever 64% cross, and they're going to put 64% cross in it, and that's what it's going to be every single night, regardless of track conditions or power or tires. So some nights the track comes to them, and Chris Bailey gets in the side of Bobby Showtime. I'm sure Showtime will hook him for that later on as we go back on board with Mike Rout. Mike Rout looks like his 64.5% cross working tonight.
Yeah, it seems like he's a wet track guy. He might not be as good on a dry track.
I'm a wet track kind of guy too, if you know what I mean.
Chris Bailey throwing the old Nerf there to Robert Showalter. And, we talked about earlier about the wheel offset and these treaded tires. It has really changed the game here in DNQ as the caution is out, 5 to go. Let's see if Mike Rout can hold off the rest of this field. There you go. Have a night, Adam. There you go. That's it.
Oh, my goodness.
He'll probably bring out another caution here. He ain't done yet. As Mike Rout in the lead, Chris Bailey cuts underneath him, and he is going to steal the lead from Rout as they head into 1 and 2.
Chris Bailey and Mike Rout side by side. They're trading paint. All the lettering is rubbed off the inside of Mike Rout's tires. That's how you can tell that these two cars have made contact. 4-car of Chris Bailey out to the lead now. Mike Rout getting chased down by Bobby Showtime. Showtime's already hooked one guy. He's got 2 more in front of him for the win. But right now, he's going to have to do a lot to get past Mike Rout and catch Chris Bailey.
Mike Rout is getting arrow tight.
He better pull it off.
Mike Rout has 1 more lap to go. He's in dirty air, Bill. Can he make it happen?
Probably not. Chris Bailey right now has pulled him. He's going to win his first career Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series race.
Down here in Cup Series victory lane for his first DNQ win. Well, it's been a long time coming. You've come pretty close in the past. It's got to feel good to get this Escape Pool Cup Series win.
Yes, it does. It feels great. Got a new engine from Gary Freeze, and that thing was awesome. And I can't thank everybody at Phantom enough. James, Tony Belk, Harold Wiggins, Brad, Tony Walter, everybody there. This is an awesome go-kart, and I couldn't wait to get back on one. And, it was just a good night. And I know I got into Welsh a little bit. Probably I know I made him mad, but, a lot of that I couldn't control. I was getting pushed from behind, pushed him around. I just, you try to stay out of it, but you can't get out of the gas either. You know, you got to stay in it. But yeah, it was a good night, good win. Yeah, it was hard fought.
Not many people see the road to getting to this point. You've raced with us starting about a year and a half ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And just started getting better little by little, and it finally comes to fruition tonight here winning this Cup Series feature.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. You know, I raced go-karts years in the past, you know, and I worked, of course, for Phantom for 21 years. And I quit back in 98. But, you know, things have changed a lot, and, you know, tire game's changed a lot, you know, and this is way different than, you know, you used to prepping tires and getting on them and stuff. But this is different because you got to, you know, the go-kart don't just dig and bite on the right side. It kind of slides, but then it makes speed. So, you know, you kind of got to get used to that. So that's just different for me.
What was it like running the middle there? It looked like the move of the race was coming from the middle lane.
Yeah, the middle was – the go-kart liked the middle better. But, you know, I was trying to stay, you know, kind of stay down the corner so nobody could get up under me too. So, but, yeah, on the last 5 guys, like I'm going outside, we're going to give it hell.
What do you got to thank for this win here tonight?
Man, customs by Big and my boss, Eric Yost, Harold Wiggins, Tony Belk, everybody at Phantom, good Lord, TJ Cannon, everybody back to the shop, and you guys for putting all this on. This is a good time.
Chris Bailey going to celebrate his first Cup Series win. Down here with Mike Rout, who led the majority of that race. It looked like you were just a little bit too free on the bottom, and Chris could roll the middle just a touch better, and that seemed like it worked out for him.
That last 6 laps, the cart started going away on me a little bit, and I was having to let off too much on entry, and that last 2 laps really it like pushed on. I missed my mark, and it pushed. And that's what cost me that, but you know, I'll take that. You know, I'll take a top 5 after last season.
Yeah, how does this track and how does your cart change as you're out there racing? It seems like that we have some comers and goers more than we ever had past.
It seems like once tire pressures build up, it starts going away. I don't know where everybody else starts, but I tend to start kind of lowish, knowing that it's going to build up, and it's just a matter of how many cautions we're going to have out there. I usually try to cool them off a little bit, try to get some of it back down, but it definitely changes throughout the night. You got to change your driving style all night long, literally.
Who do you got to thank for this second place finish here tonight?
My wife, first off, for letting me come out and do this. My kids for helping me. I've got my Brokeback Reaper boys, my other Mark Ellis and DJ, Nick. I got a ton of people. John Kinder, Ronnie Shirk, KSR Engines, Phantom. Just a ton of people. Appreciate everybody.
Mike Rout, a solid second place finish here tonight. Down here at Robert Showalter, a third place finish here tonight. Eventful night there towards the start of this thing, huh?
Yeah, we were sitting there holding our own. I mean, we weren't going to win this thing by no means, but I was just sitting there riding in third, and I had a couple of guys that figured that it's easier to use 8 tires than 4 and just driving the Saudia, and I just ain't having that shit today, so I turned them. So sorry, Eric, but just we ain't racing like that. So you know how you need to race me, and then if you don't want to race me that way, then this is what I'll do. I'll just wreck you, so I don't care. Anyways, I need a little bit more side bite. I was just a little bit too tight. Couldn't stay in the gas on it. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, you can't come out here and race and just let guys use you up like that, because then they'll do it every race. So he knows how he needs to drive me now.
Robert Showalter running one of 17 features he's going to run tonight, I'm sure. Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Busch Series, the SRI Pole Award will go to Nick Stroop with a time of 13.247. He will start on the Busch Series pole along with Joe Dirt.
God, there's some dirty air in this booth right now.
Gosh,
row
looks like
number
an
2,
episode of
Eric
Moonshiners.
Riggins. Eric Riggins and Austin Compton.
Ronnie Shirk and Chris Bailey in row 3.
Brian
Chris
Shaw.
Bailey looks like Dave Blaney in that picture.
He does. Looks like he has the Dave Blaney personality as well. Like I see him as being a very dry humor guy.
Oh my God.
You know,
Holy shit, Alex Lasagna, get those suckers tucked back like Kurt Wood.
Oh man. What a name, TJ Cannon. I hope he went to college. They probably had some great names for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carroll
Like what? The Dick Cannon?
There's probably another word for that starts with C that could probably be more effective.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, you had said Dick Cannon.
The cock cannon?
Yeah.
Was that what you were looking for?
No,
the cock
but
cannon?
I was thinking like he was probably
Cock
like
cannon?
a cannon drinker, like a what do they call that when you do the thing, the funnel cannon, or like they probably called him like the cannon because he drank a lot.
Green flag in the
Oh, my
Carroll
goodness.
Tractor Trailer Repair Series, and we're going to need him already. Bring
Who
the
was
hook.
that in 55?
We stay green. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Probably
All right.
Steven
It's like
Brun. I don't
Talladega.
know. Who's in the? I can't. Oh, that's Chris Bailey. He's already won one. Oh God, we're out of the cart.
Oh, boy.
Who is that? Leighton Sibley. Is he part of the tire group too? Oh,
Oh,
God,
my goodness.
he went over
What the
all by
hell?
himself. God, Leighton's gonna have to get on the spotter union's ass for that. Nick Stroop followed by Austin Compton. They're out to the early lead, and Chris Bailey throws a haymaker all the way from, I don't know, he was like 7th or 8th, puts him 4 wide, trying to make his way into the top 5. He does. He goes 8-4 in 2 corners. Okay, battle for the lead right now. Austin Compton goes underneath Nick Stroop, slides, loses some momentum. That's going to open the door for Riggins. Riggins gets by him. He slides up into the 2nd spot. We go on board with Brian Shaw as he catches a right rear and gives the sign of thank you, I think that was. He said, oh, hope you got my Christmas card.
The sign of capitulation. Just that left side of his cart getting used up right now.
Yeah, you know, everyone.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He's got the mechanics wear gloves on, probably circa 2007. But I mean, he's giving it all he's got out there. I mean, that right rear of that cart in front of him is leaving tire marks all over him. Oh, and now he's around.
He goes around. I think that was Stephen Wallace in front of him, the 66.
Tough break for Brian Shaw. How about that in-car telemetry? I mean, he had his 35 miles an hour there with that thing. Doing pretty good. I mean, that's getting it pretty good, especially running mid-pack here. So I bet the guys up lead are doing 37, 38 as we have got one heck of a battle. The top 5 are all over each other here in this feature.
We do. They're shoving. They can't get away from each other. They're side by side by side. Top 4 banging doors, and that's going to open the door for 5th spot. I think that's Zach Campolonia. I don't know who the hell that is. Doesn't really matter. The battle right now is for 3rd. Eric Riggins shows Chris Bailey the right side of that car. He's going to do a little bit of aero tweaking on the left side of Chris Bailey's car. Still can't get past, and he's going to have to fall back in line in 4th.
Guys, what do you think the patience level is amongst the top 5 here?
I feel like the guys that are 2nd to 3rd are okay, but if you're 5th where Ronnie Shirk is towards the back, it's getting pretty thin.
Methamphetamine.
Asymptomatic methamphetamine.
I mean, Eric Riggins running that high line, and look at this run he's going to get. He's going to maybe get to the lead here, or at least 3rd. Running that higher line gave him a little bit of momentum. It seems like there's some grip up there.
Chris Bailey barely peeled a decal off of that number 4 car. Well, Nick Stroop peeled the left side decals off of the number 4 that time as Riggins puts everybody 3 wide. Chris Bailey way too clean to be racing with this bunch right now as Austin Compton goes to the point, but not for long. Bailey goes back by him. Riggins got the momentum on the top. Nick Stroop shoving Riggins. Those boys are out of the same bunch. Riggins goes back to the point, and they are swapping leads like I swapped girlfriends in college. This is insanity.
Chris Bailey's got those house number cart numbers on the side of his deal. You can buy those numbers at Home Depot or Lowe's. Custom made. We've got the top 6 to 7 carts within like a half a second of each other. And here comes Alex Lasagna to join this battle. If he gets towards the front, you better watch out. His helmet should be a bowling ball because he's going to knock everybody out. Look at that left side lean he's got, dude. That is impressive.
Oh my God, dude. He's got like the reverse hood lean. You know how like they lean into the right, like when you drive a car. Like, he's leaning to the left. He's opposite.
Now we add lap traffic into this battle. This is can't get much better than this, I believe.
I can't see the leader anymore. I don't know if it's the liquor or this cameraman, but I've completely lost track of who's leading this race. We're in lap traffic. All I can see is that orange car.
Oh,
Chris
my
Bailey,
goodness.
who just won the Cup feature, now leading Eric Riggins, Austin Compton, and now Ronnie Shirk in the top 4. And there it is, our 5 to go. So now we're going to re-rack them, start them back up. Looks like Raymond Thies had an issue. Here we go. Entertainment caution. 5 to go. At least we own it. Green flag is out. See if Eric Riggins can get it done.
Eric Riggins very used to being up at the front, and he gets out to the lead
Oh,
barely, not
Chris
for long.
Bailey.
Chris
Oh, my
Gibbon, whoa!
goodness.
Does a wall ride, comes back down into 5th. That's going to allow Riggins to get out to the commanding
Lasagna sent
lead.
a nerf
And
bar.
Lasagna with
Anthony Riggins driving 4 lanes wide right now. Look at Lasagna Rigatoni way up in the high lane now.
Runs them all down. Oh, my gosh. There you go. This is a good old-fashioned. Here comes Austin Compton, who got a little roughed up there in that start. Going to put him into 2nd. Get a little hopping going on there with only 2 laps left. Now's where that patience is completely gone.
Austin Compton went from like 8th to 2nd in one corner.
Some great racing here. White flag is out. We're going to see something happen down here with this group.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you could throw a blanket over him, but you better not.
Who's going to get canned? Lasagna spins Shirk there at the end, and here comes the checkered flag. Race is over. Connor wins, or not Connor, Riggins wins a great one. Down here in Carroll Tractor Trailer Pair Busch Series Victory Lane with Eric Riggins. No stranger to Victory Lane here in the D&Q Karting Series. That was probably one of the best races I've seen on the bottom here.
Yeah, it really was. It was actually kind of technical. I was able to kind of put my right sides about midway up in the brown, and it would bite, and everybody just kind of run into each other. If you could just keep your momentum up, it would. It paid off, and it got me to the lead. And then 4-car had a donkey on that thing, and he was fast. And yeah, that just worked out in our favor. I called clear, and I didn't see him, but I about killed my man on the back stretch. But you know, that's 5 to go, so I was trying to clear him anyway. And no, but that was fun. I generally had a good time there. You know, since it's been on the bottom, it's been a little different, but that was entertaining for me. You know, behind the wheel, I was having a blast, so that was fun.
Good company there. You had Stroop, you had Bailey. You guys seemed to race pretty clean out there. It looked like it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, like I know I can lean on Nick and lean on Austin, and we can all, you know, be buddies and like not wreck each other, but you got to lean on each other, be able to like actually race in these things. So that was cool. You know, I told Austin out of the red, I was like, that was probably the best race that we've ever had on the bottom. So that was cool. And if we can do the track like that consistent, I think it makes it wider and makes it better for everybody. So that was. Hopefully we see that again. That was fun.
Who do you got to thank for this win tonight?
Well, he's got about a blue million sponsors on here. This is Brandon Conard's go-kart. If you could just do a little pan shot over all that stuff, that would help me out. And
all them
but
right there, right?
yeah, all these, yeah.
Yep.
But Brandon for letting me run this thing for real. I literally just showed up today and with my helmet bag and decided to come have some fun, and I'm glad I did. It turned out to be a really good time.
Eric Riggins, tonight's winner in the Busch Series feature. Well, sometimes you get it figured out, whether it's tires, the track, handling, conditions of the racetrack. It's Chris Bailey's night tonight, I guess. Pretty good finish here tonight. We talked to all these drivers here. They said that's probably been one of the best races they've ever been a part of.
Oh, absolutely, man. That was a good time, you know, close, you know, changing leads, you know, 4 and 5, 6 times, man, that was fun. That's probably the most fun. That was even more fun than the cup race. You know, that won it. But, yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good. That was a lot of fun.
Talk about running 3 or 4 wide here and being able to do that consistently, which seemed like what you guys were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it takes. You know, I mean, you really got to be honest. You know, you got to drag the brake a little bit and stuff like that. You know, to try to stay off the guy on the outside of you or on the inside of you. You know, you try to race each other with respect, and sometimes it just, you know, I mean, you try your best, and sometimes the go-kart just won't be there, you know, and it'll just slide up off of you and, you know, get into somebody. But, yeah, I think everybody did a really good job, and, you know, I think we raced each other really hard, and Congratulations to the winner, and it was a good deal. It was fun.
Chris Bailey, solid second place finish here tonight. Well, we were just talking to Eric Riggins. Now we're down here at Austin Compton, third place finisher here tonight. Third, right? Yep. Okay, not making it up. I wasn't lying. Looked like that was probably one of the best races we've had here in a while.
Yeah, it was really good racing, and it was pretty clean for the most part. I feel like I could have maybe rubbed a little more like I was rubbed, because I feel I had the cart to beat. I beat Nick's back bumper off for the first 10 laps, and then I was quicker than Eric, and we just couldn't capitalize. We shuffled back to 10th after that 5-yard restart, and I passed like 6 coming off of turn 2 to get back to 3rd. So we'll take it. Good points tonight, and I guess I heard we ended up winning the first one. So I want to thank, again, Superior Pools, Smoky Mountain Boys Barbecue, EW Motorsports, Bowtie Limousine, Chris Rogers, my brother Zach and Lane. We all work hard and put in the effort, and that shows in the finishes.
Austin Compton, a great third place finish here tonight.